Hey guys, good morning. How's it going? I am Owen Lee, and in this video we're going to have a little look at the markets, a little bit of a technical, and there's a few bits of news floating around. First of all, don't forget to hit that like button if you get some, something out of this content. I know that I'm on the right track then, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications. That way you'll know when I've uploaded a new video. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. I put a lot of sort of patterns and things like that up on Twitter, and you can find me there at crypto_Lee. Follow us on there as well, guys. I've got a few followers, but can always use more. Thanks very much. So let's have a look at the market. So the market cap at the moment is $120 billion, and it's been a bit of a bit of a ride over the last month. It's been up, it's been down. It's been a very bit of a bizarre one. Obviously, we've just had the release of the Tron's BTT token, the BitTorrent token, and it's doing surprisingly well. So, if you know about this, you'll know that this is a little one of Justin Sun's babies, the BTT or BitTorrent token, and it's going to be used as a gas on the sort of BitTorrent ecosystem to allow you to or to encourage you to seed content. You'll be rewarded with BTT tokens, and you can then spend that BTT token on buying sort of it's almost like bandwidth, isn't it, that you can then get more speed, more download. And it was released last week or just over a week ago, and it's literally had a fantastic run up, a lot better than I first thought it was going to do. And as of yesterday, they took the snapshot of the block system, and they've been doing an airdrop and rewarding people that hold Tron with BTT tokens. And none to say that I was expecting to see a drop in the market, but actually we've seen an increase, which is it's really good. Normally you would see a big drop off in the BTT market where people are getting the coins and then selling them off, but it has certainly had a good old run up. So from last week, I bought into this as soon as it went live. I had a sort of good feeling, thought that there's quite a big community for Tron, so figured that this would probably be the same, and was not wrong. When we look at the peak there, we had a up to the actual peak of the run up, 300% gain, and that was I think that was sort of over literally 48 hours it went up to that. So it was absolutely fantastic, and I've got to admit I was quite pleased because I sold out sort of around here somewhere and made about 264% profit on it, so around there. So I was quite pleased with that. I've bought back in now, so waiting to see what happens. And even now, if you bought in at the low, you're still up 200%, just over 200%. So that's really good. Anyway, great run up, good pattern formation here, and if we actually look at it, we might actually be seeing a bit of a head and shoulders pattern forming here. If we look at it like this. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see this one play out. Obviously, I know we've got a bit of a sort of notch up there, but we have got a clear definition of a pattern sitting there. We've got a cup and handle formation that showed up here yesterday, and that did break. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes and what happens with this over the next sort of 48 hours. But all in all, pretty good. Good run up. We've had a bit of a dive, more volume come in. Obviously, the release of the tokens yesterday, like I say, normally what happens when the tokens hit the market or the airdrop hits, people then sell them off to then turn them into something else. And, we sort of had the airdrop yesterday, and we've seen some good gains since that airdrop, which is good to see, actually. It really is good to see. I think it was somewhere around here. So, we saw the spike with that wick up at, say, 19%. And, as we are at the moment, we're still up 11% after the airdrop, which, again, is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. So this is definitely one to keep an eye on, the BTT token. At the moment it's trading at, 97,000 Satoshi. So you know, it's all good, nice cheap coin to buy into. There's lots of them around, but this is going to be another one of those ones that is going to have a really good year, I believe. Anyway, let's move on and have a look at Bitcoin. Excuse me. So this is a real interesting one at the moment that I'm keeping a real close eye on. Because we've been in a real sort of up and down with this at the moment, and we've just had this big spike up and this formation of a a bull flag forming with a fake out just here at the top. As you can see right there, we had a bit of a fake out that then pulled right back, and you know, we're getting close to obviously this has moved slightly, so it needs to be readjusted, but we have got this formation here. Now if we look at this, if it breaks to the upside, we'll be looking at around 38.50, 38.60 mark. But if it breaks to the downside, then you know, we've got a lot of room. This can come all the way down here to sort of 31.50 mark. Now there's a lot of people that are going to be like, no, it's not going to break to the down, but we've got to look at the past, guys. And I say that because when we look here at what's been going on here, we had this great spike up, we had a good consolidation, we had a little bit of a fake out there, and then we crashed all the way down. Then we sort of consolidated again, crashed down, then we climbed up, then we crashed down, then we climbed up, then we crashed down. So we've got to look at the past, at how these formations have been, what's been happening with these formations. And each time we've had this sort of big push up here, all we've got to do is just look at it. We push up, we consolidate, and then we crash back down. You know, then the market sort of consolidates, then we push up, and then we crash back down. And this has just happened so many times now that, you know, we push up, we see this consolidation, especially here, you know, we've got this little fake out happening. It's almost identical. So we've got to be prepared to, you know, to have this push downwards to, to the 31.50 mark, which would bring us in line with down here. So that would pretty much give us a double bottom. As we see, we hit just here, and obviously if we do the same around here, we're going to then formate a double bottom. So we have got you've got to be prepared for that, guys. You've got to be prepared for this to move lower. You know, I'm not trying to scare people, but you've got to look at what's happened in the past, and we've got to take that into consideration. You know, it happened here, it happened here. It happened here, you know, it happened here. We just look at it, it's all over the place. It happened here. So, you know, again, I'm not trying to spread the, the FUD or whatever, but we've got to look at the realistic. You know, we are still very much in a bear market. The markets are still trending down. We still have not formated a higher high in, I think it's 14 months now. We have not had a higher high in 14 months. So, you know, we still are very much in the midst of a bear market. So, you know, be warned. Don't get too carried away, or too excited. That being said, it would be fantastic, because if we do break to the upside and we make this, 38.65, 38, I think it's about 38.65, isn't it? We're also breaking this descending triangle, which then gives us room to move up to this point here, which will be around the 4,500 mark. So, you know, there is a potential here that we could absolutely rocket through. If we break this, we could then potentially move up to around the 4,500 mark. Okay, so, you know, again, this point at the moment, we're at this real critical crunch line, and whichever way this is going to move is going to be an absolutely huge move. If it moves down to here, this is just going to be, you know, a heinous move. If it moves all the way down, to here, well, geez, it's going to be interesting, guys. What we've got to appreciate at the moment is, you know, when we actually bring back into to what we've got going on here with this little fake out things, this is an area that bots are really enjoying, because they will hunt people out. And you've got to expect to see a few wicks, a few of these little hunter wicks trying to find people to liquidate them out. So you've got to be prepared for that as well. So we could potentially look to see some different, some different moves here, or some long wicks, some of these fake outs that are just trying to catch people out. So, you know, just be aware of that as well. So this part of the market at the moment is very, very interesting. You know, I mean, this could consolidate out for quite a while. You know, these are just my indicators that I've got going on here. So yeah, so definitely one to watch. Like I say, guys, if you follow me on Twitter, I actually do post this stuff a lot more regularly than I do the videos. It's coming down to having the time of making the video, editing it. You know, still got the day job and things. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. All right, I will get that one out there. I'm not a financial advisor. This is what I do as a hobby and a bit of fun. And I just like to bring you guys some of the news, some of the patterns that I see forming. And stuff. So, you know, you take from it what you will. Hopefully you'll find it of use. If you don't, then that's not a problem. You know, this is just me on my learning curve and sharing you know, my knowledge with you guys. So as I say, I do appreciate you guys subscribing, and I do appreciate you guys giving us a like, thumbs up, leave comments. You know, if I'm completely off the mark, then fine, you know, leave a comment to say so, but make it nice though, yeah. You know, there's no need to have haters out there, guys. We're a community. Let's stick together. Okay, let's have a quick look at Ethereum. So Ethereum is pretty much in the same sort of situation as Bitcoin. Obviously, we know that because it follows it quite closely. You know, we've got this this big move up. We had this fake out that was instantly bought all the way, or mostly back down. We've now got this consolidation. So again, this is another one that's going to be interesting to see where this goes. Obviously, as we know, this follows sort of the trial and tributes of Bitcoin quite a lot. So wherever Bitcoin goes, this follows. And again, we see just up here, you know, we've got the same thing here. We've gone up, we've had a bit of a wobble, and then we've come back down. So again, you know, that's another thing you've got to be prepared for, is to see these moves happening. You know, people are getting caught out. They're getting caught up quite a lot in this. You know, the idea is, guys, don't get emotionally attached. You know, don't put in the markets what you can't afford to lose. You know, we are still very much in a bear market. You know, I've seen loads and loads of posts recently of people that are, you know, just depressed and fed up with it and getting out of it and things like that. You know, stay strong, guys. Stay strong. Anyway, hopefully you found this of use, guys. And like I say, please, really do appreciate you guys subscribing. You know, I really am trying to get my subscriptions up. You know, the more subscribers I get, the more frequently I will, you know, post the videos, because I know that people are actually enjoying the content. So, you know, please do subscribe. You know, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter. You know, get the word out. I will try to give you guys as much sort of educational content as I can, just help you guys out and help you guys with the market, especially maybe newer guys. I know when I first come into the market, it was an absolute minefield, and I lost a lot of money, but I learned an awful lot as well. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Like, once again, hit the notification bell, subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. Out.